on the coast of East Africa. The language itself, Kiswahili, it had connection with the interior of Africa. So the language itself, Kiswahili, is an African Bantu language.
Swahili or Kiswahili is the national language of Kenya, Tanzania, lot of many other countries in East Africa. Even Uganda, parts of Congo, Burundi, they speak Swahili.
It is important because Swahili is the most spoken language, actually outside all the native languages in Africa, is the most spoken language apart from the colonial language.
Being part of our culture as Kenyans or people of East Africa is our way of life. Because we use Swahili to communicate, it has opened doors for us to communicate regionally in Africa, especially in East Africa.
By definition, the Swahili people are coastal people. In other words, they look to the sea, not as a place of danger, but as a place of opportunity the same way they look to the land. But what is important is that the people who come, they come with their language and they don't drop it at the sea. They intermingle and introduce a lot of words into the local vocabulary. So that in Kiswahili today, any ordinary person talking will use very unconsciously maybe up to 25% of the words which will be Arabic or Persian or Indian.
Historically, the Arabs influenced the East Coast of Africa a lot. In terms of language, there are so many words, Kiswahili words, which have been borrowed from an Arabic word. A good example is Swahili. Swahili, it was not known before the coming of the Arabs. So Swahili is an Arabic word which means the coastal region.
The Arab influence is in everything. Most of the Swahili words are from the native languages of the coastal part of Kenya where the Arabs settled. Also, the Arabic words, Jabali, which means rock. In Arabic, Jabal means mountain. So Swahili shares a lot of those influences.
There were many other languages, of course, spoken, but Swahili was really the standard. The population becomes very cosmopolitan. It becomes Swahili-sized. At the same time, Kiswahili becomes internationalized. So essentially that kind of a culture that develops.
In terms of expression, Kiswahili was used as like a part of daily life. It's part of Swahili tradition. So actually people will come together and recite oral poems. That's the way of making sure that Kiswahili is preserved and it stays. So actually nowadays, no one, maybe especially the youth, has no interest in Kiswahili. That's why someone maybe has been brought up in a Swahili town and originally spoke a form of Kiswahili. Then he migrate to other places and then Kiswahili is lost. There is a need for the entire Swahili people to make sure that Swahili is preserved.